Got to do what you got to do for the YouTube channel, don't you? Climb up this tree a bit. So I can sit it in there and hopefully give you a bit of a bird's eye view of the whole area, because I'm not really moving this camera every 5 minutes for you, I'm sorry. And I'm not sitting it in the direct sunlight for however long I'm here for, so I'll get it up here. See you in a second. Hey guys, shout out to my brother Brad for a lovely quick detail on the ute. How are we all? Rocking the volleys today, 30 something degrees. Usually wear these peak season. We're only just at the beginning, and temperature wise we're definitely right up there, which is good. But what we want is some rain. We're screaming for it at the moment. It's very dry, very dry, extremely dusty. Every mow job pretty much, got to be careful how you say that too, mow job, it is going very dusty, and everyone you've got to clean out the air filters on each mower, doesn't matter which one. One acreage will do it, all right? Just keep on top of your maintenance with that. What I want to talk about in this video, there's always a hidden message in each one, but there's a lot to discuss, but we're just going to keep sectioning this off in bite-sized chunks for you so we don't get overwhelmed. But what we're hitting now is peak season for top dress, aerations, fertilizations, weed sprays. All of them combined becomes an extremely profitable period of time that can stretch from now, and if you do it right, until March, okay? September to March is peak optimal times for all those little renos, because even in March you can push it. April, May, before it gets too cold, you got a couple of months there up your sleeve, and typically you can get onto it over winter if you really wanted to. You could lay turf in winter. You just got to explain to the clients it's not going to be looking green until September. So there's lots of ways you can do it, but incorporating that extra revenue in your business is a must, in my opinion. Without so much increasing your clientele base, you've already got them clients there, okay? It's a big thing, little thing but a big thing. And with your mows, so typically for me, I know what I can push it to with these lawnmowers, okay? I'm not saying I've got the biggest and best prices, but I know that they're right up there, okay? With that, along with that, I could do, I don't know how many, okay? I do know how many, but I could push that figure to 20 lawnmowers a day, or I could do 16 and do them top dress jobs on that same day, which is what we're going to be doing next Wednesday, I believe. Because everything else now, with the two of us again, it's 20 plus you could easily do in a day. But along with that, I've got to look at the extra revenue, what is worth more to me. And renos for lawns, if you're good at it, can provide another source that's even greater, and it should be, than just the basic lawnmower. It's as simple as that. There are so many different avenues with it. Little just destinations off that same path that you want to start taking advantage of. Again, in my opinion. But if you want to increase that revenue, people sort of go, oh, how do you do that? Sort of figures and prices, and it's not, I say it all the time, it's not rocket science, guys. It's really not. It's so easy to do. But again, you got to know what you're doing. Just noticed there's some Lego on the back of my trailer there. I'll get that off before I go driving down the highway. It's locked on and everything. Have a go at it. Funny little bugger. Anyway, let's get into this video. I'll get some footage out here for you. Paddocks to mow today. So I want to just beat the heat a bit. I know what it is, around 9ish. 9:35, right? I'll get these 3 paddocks out the back done. So this is one. So all up here is just getting a bit, how you going? In here, not too bad, but if we get rain mid next week, which I'm hoping we do, it's gonna be flat chat, and I don't want to be doing this during the week, after work. If I can, I will, but I'm just getting ready to go to the shops.
was talking to Mommy over the door. Daddy, I just going to the shops pick my favorite.
All right, love you.
My favorite ice cream.
Right.
My favorite ice cream is Chucky ice cream, and my favorite cookies is Chucky cookies.
All right, love you.
What you?
As I was saying, we've got this back paddock out here to do. I'll hit this first. I'll probably record here, but then the very back paddock I've also got to do, and I'm hoping to get down in the long thick stuff. So vice versa, I might actually just head down there first for you guys, because that's long and thick. See if I can get the mail through it, and then I can do all this without you seeing, because this isn't really going to show you much. At least down there you got a little bit of overgrown footage, and apparently that's what everyone loves. So see you later. Bye bye. Rightio, quick walk through, guys. It's extremely long. Got this reedy, fold over, doesn't like to get cut cleanly type grass, but it is definitely dried out in here. This was just slosh probably a month ago. Still was not good enough. I've let it go because I was going to brush cut down here first. But I thought maybe it'll be a good little experiment to do with the mower and get a bit of footage for you guys, just to show. That thing there is probably going to be our bush mower. It'll go through the thick stuff when we have an initial visit. It'll be what we send in, because if anything breaks, I'm not going to be disappointed. Eventually either be getting that 52-inch stand-on SCAG, or I'm really considering biting the bullet either this season or early into next year, getting the truck with the landscape bed, everything on there that we need, room for at least 3 blokes in there if we need it, have the 72-inch cheetah. And hear me out, why? Because it's a sit down and I love my stand on units, but you can go stand on hustler that's 88 inches across, or you can go to 72-inch sit down, and its ground speed and cut speed is so much quicker. I was speaking to a fella about it the other day, and a while ago I sort of decided that this was the direction we're going to go, because you get the 104 inch, I think it is, the hustler sit down as well. The same deal, its ground speed's too slow for the width it is and everything else. They've got to back off that ground speed. The cheetah, trying to think of other brands here, but I'm really hung up on SCAG, and there's plenty of other ones fill in the gap that have their faster versions than they do sort of their sit down comfy, all about the comfort type versions. I'm after that speed, and something like this 12-acre property, what we could actually get done is massive. I think it works out to be 9 acres an hour, something stupid, like crazy speeds, whereas these little things you're getting maybe 4 to 4.5 acres an hour, and that's flat chat on it, and probably not leaving a good enough finish because the engine isn't as good as what the 72-inch would be. So without further ado, let's get into some mowing, guys. Bloody hell, I love to talk. See us. Righto, I'm not really going to be able to tell how well you can see everything out here, but hey, we'll roll with it. That'll have to do. Enjoy, guys. Bye. that's done. This little area is just a big mountain of dirt. I'll just have to snip of that. But this will be one more time I'll cut. I'll probably do this paddock about 3 inches. It's not quite up to the height for 4 inches yet, but eventually it will be. This was cut down to 4 inches in here. 3 inches is going to be touch and go on a couple of areas where the humps of dirt are up a little bit high. So we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty much just going to run on the angle. It gives a nice view from the house looking back down at the paddock, which is the main reason I cut on that angle. And then just the direction of the sunshine too, just provides the best looking little paddock. I'll leave you with a quote, guys, that I have listened to, not today, 2 days ago. I'll try not to butcher it up, but I'll try and leave these little things here at the end of each video if I remember, because I really feel like, I think that's my dog barking in someone else's yard. Back to the video. I feel like sometimes I can self-sabotage. It's just an old habit that just family pressures, family beliefs, values, everything else over the years. It's taken a while to break free of culture and getting to a stage that you feel like you're nearly there, and then every now and again you'll just do something and think, what do I do that for? Like, just because that's the old way. You're used to struggling, all right, is what I'm getting at. And if you're in that mindset, it's hard to break out of it, hard to break free from it. The one thing I heard really resonated with me was the whole universe is expanding, okay? Don't feel bad if you're growing. Don't feel bad if it's taking off quicker than what you are used to, if it's taking off quicker than what people expected. Don't limit yourself at all. I've spoken about it many times, and the reason I speak about it is because I have to reiterate it to myself sometimes. It's hard when you're used to struggling and living week to week, and when you're able to live in abundance in something that is something so enjoyable, it's really hard to accept that. But I really want to get that out, and that message to you guys is don't feel like you can't achieve anything like that just because of old habits. I know it's hard to break out of it, but you can do it. But I thought that was really, it was what I needed to hear. The universe is expanding. There's no getting around it. You get right into it, it eventually gets too big and then it's going to start shrinking again. But the thing is, for now, we're growing, okay? So anything you're doing, just go for it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. And just stick to your guns. Accomplish what you want to accomplish in this life. And the government, doesn't matter who it is, no one's going to stop us doing what we're doing. At the end of the day, they're going to try, but we'll go back to basics if that's the case. You got to be reserved to the fact that if you're willing to go to zero in anything that you're doing, no one's going to be able to stop you, because there is no leverage. They've got no hold on you. And how this business goes and what it does, that's based on what I do. No one else, you know what I mean? Got my brother with me now, it's based on what we do. My wife's helping in the business based on what we all do. You know what I mean? Like, it's, at the end of the day, get in your own business or get work for someone that knows what they're doing, because the way this world's going, it's not going to be real fun in the next 5 to 10 years. Stick to your guns, live how you want on your own terms. It's a lot more enjoyable, a lot less stressful too, surprisingly. You think it's the other way around, work for someone, it should be a safer bet. Doesn't work that way. Talk to you later. I've got to get a podcast or something because I just keep talking. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying it. Always forget to say that too. See yous. Bye bye.